What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 video, and today we're going to do the top 10 ways to make coins in Madden 19 Ultimate Team. If you like this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Also, subscribe if you're new. That always is nice as well. But let's go ahead and get into the list. Top 10, here we go. Coming in at number 10, we have squads. Now, squads is actually pretty good compared to even, we'll have head-to-head and other ways of making coins. There's actually pretty good rewards when you think about the trophies you get. And generally, if you get two good players, it's pretty easy to win, right? You got three good players playing together, you're probably going to win pretty much against everyone else that you play. So you're not going to lose really ever, which is good. Obviously, that's very, very good. Now, the problem is, the reason why this is number 10 is because a lot of people don't have two people that they can just go ahead whenever and just play. A lot of you don't have that to be able to do it. I haven't even played squads yet. Last year is so much fun. It is a really, really fun game mode if you have friends to play with. But overall, I think it is a good way to do it, but the reason why it's number 10 is just strictly because it's hard to get two people to play. It's just hard, so it's number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have packs. Now, obviously, if you just spend money in the game, the best way, just keep throwing money at the game, you're going to make a lot of coins just because you keep putting a bunch of money in the game. But specifically, the pack I want to talk about is this 500 Get a Player pack. If we look at the view info, you have a 8% chance of getting a gold. Pretty much always, not always, but you're going to be making coins on these over the course of the time you open them. They're pretty much easy to make coins. You don't really have to think about it. You open them up. You might get some higher silvers that you can sell for more. So you get some golds in there. And I've heard people get elites. I personally haven't, but I've heard people get those elites. So generally, you will make coins on these, and I would be probably get in trouble if I didn't mention these because people tell me this, the get a player packs are just they're guaranteed coins, and they kind of are. It just is very small amount of coins, so it works. It's good for objectives. It's good for getting legendary status for MUT rewards, but overall, there's not much coins to be made here, so it's going to be kind of the lowest of all. Squads is 10 because of the lack of availability. This is honestly number 10 in just the amount of coins. But number 9, because anybody can do it. So, number 9, get a player pack. Coming in at number 8. Number 8, we have sets. Now, a long, long time ago, when MUT was first introduced, sets were really, really good. There was playbooks and coaches and all these things that you could do, and you could make good amount. You could put, I think it was, you could put playbooks in. I remember this set, and you get 30,000 coins or something if you put in all these playbooks, and it was good. Now it's not the case. The pieces are worth more than the whole, which is generally always the case. But just because the pieces are worth more than the whole, sometimes there's sets that you can only do once that are worth the coins, like these Rising Stars. You should be doing these 2 silver tokens. You get an auctionable Rising Star that you then can sell. So these are good sets. There are other sets as well that sometimes come up that are actually good to do, and you make sure to do them. There are occasionally some sets that the pieces in the set is worth about the same, so you could go ahead and do the set and sell the main piece if you don't want to flood your auctions. That definitely exists sometimes, but generally, pieces are worth more than a whole, which is why this is number 8. But it is something that you should be doing, especially stuff like this, to make easy coins. Go ahead and do the silver tokens, and then sell Mike Hilton and sell OJ Howard, and make a little bit of coins that way, and always be looking at the sets because there are spots where you can make some coins. So that is why it's number 8. Coming in at number 7, objectives. Objective lists really should not be ignored. There's a lot of coins to be made here, but generally it's daily. I mean, that's what you want to make sure you do. I already did mine for today, but you have daily objectives. We have to win 2 games. You could do the same solo. You don't have to do new solos if you're out of solos, or obviously head-to-head. But you got to win 2 games, whether you've already done the solo or not. You could do those or not. Then you have to open up a pack. 500 coin pack is what I do. And then do a set. And you could do one of the exchange sets, or if you haven't done those Rising Star sets, you just got to do a set. I usually just do the exchange sets, one of the smaller ones, because you're not really losing anything by doing those. But you really need to do that, because right now, at a minimum, I think you get 4,000 coins at my level. Once you get to level 50, it's probably 5,000 coins. And then you can get up to, right now, 250,000. for me, and I've already hit 100,000 and 75,000 just in 2 days that I've hit. So that is definitely worth it. Obviously, you want to make sure you're doing your daily objectives, but not just those. There's other ones like these improve overalls. Like you'll probably get, you don't even look at them, but you'll get these random amount of coins, win so many solos. All these different objectives, you kind of just do them as you go through it. Obviously, Mutt Master, you get that 500,000 coins plus Ryan Shazier. They're very, very good. But overall, you don't make a ton of coins in the. You don't just usually go into objectives and try to get them all done. You just do them kind of throughout the year as and just kind of play the game and you do them. But make sure you're doing your daily objectives because that's free coins. You just got to do them. You got to open up a 500 coin pack. That's it to be able to do it. It's easy. So it's good. Yeah. Number 7, objectives. Coming in at number 6, I have head-to-head here. Now, head-to-head is honestly not great rewards, but the trophies, you can get some really good stuff for your trophies. So head-to-head is definitely pretty solid. And if you're good at the game, obviously, you play more, you're going to be rewarded, which is good. I think this is at least a little bit, a step in the right direction. Last year was terrible. The year before, you got stuff for winning all Madden Super Bowls and stuff like that. Was awesome. I hope they bring that back. But right now, they don't have it. But hopefully they bring that back. But head-to-head is okay overall. You get these trophies, which is pretty good. If you win, obviously, is good. So it is solid. There's so many things you can do with trophies. They just really hand them out. But it's not necessarily the best way to get trophies, so that's why it's down at number 6. And if you're not good at the game, obviously, that's not going to go well as either. I'm not particularly great. I'm okay, I think. So head-to-head is pretty solid right now. I mean, I haven't played enough head-to-head. I mean, I'm only in pro. But if I win, 7 wins, I get 7 trophies. And then what? You get... Oh, that's just division goals. Do they have a... Oh, I can't see what it was. I was curious on what you get for a Super Bowl. But even if you win a Super Bowl, you get more trophies on trophies. And you get some good stuff. So I would say if you're good at head-to-head, it's pretty good. It could be higher on the list if you're really, really good at the game. If you're not good at the game, it could be lower. That's kind of why it's in the middle at number 6. Head-to-head. Coming in at number 5, we have Mutt Drafts, or most people call it Draft Champions. Now, Draft Champions is actually really, really good if you do well. You see, I've only played 15 games, but the rewards are pretty solid. You get these. Hey, can we? Oh, there we go. So you have 6 wins. You get 15 trophies as well as 4 packs and 30,000 coins. So if you're getting that 6 wins, now granted, you can only get 1 loss. So you have to go 6-0. But even just a few wins, if you can even get to 3 wins, I think it's pretty solid. You get 6 trophies. It's way better than head-to-head. And honestly, if you're good at the game, you could even make the case that this should be higher on the list. If you're bad at the game, I still think it's good. I think it's solid. It's better than head-to-head. I think these rewards are actually way better than what we could have possibly expect. So shout out to EA for at least doing that. Like they did well on the reward here. So Draft Champions / Mutt Drafts, really pretty solid. I think they're pretty good. The packs, I haven't had too much success with the champion and contender packs, but I've seen people hit some crazy good stuff in that. So I think overall, and the trophies on top of that, I think they're pretty good. So it's coming in at number 5. I think it's a pretty solid way to make coins if you just like playing head-to-head. Usually not too competitive games. Head-to-head, weekend league, all those a little more competitive. So I think it's pretty solid. In at number 4, we have head-to-head weekend league. Now this is the monthly reward, so this isn't what you get every week. But if you're good at the game, weekend league can give you some really good rewards. And if you play every weekend, you could get top 100. I mean, if you average, somewhere 18 wins, 17, 18 wins, you can get into the top 100 for the month. I think it probably 18 should do it because mostly you have to get 19 to get in the top 100. So I think if you play every week, you probably get top 100 with 18, somewhere between average of 18 and 19. And you get a choice of legend, Gatorade Boss, and 85 plus elite for the Fire Fantasy Pack, which is pretty awesome. And then obviously if you get the rewards every weekend as well, they're really good. So it depends on how good you are at the game. If you're good at the game, you're going to find that these rewards are pretty darn good. If you're not good at the game, you might just be like, meh, I only played 5 games this last weekend league and I got nothing. I got a bunch of silvers. So I'm like, that was terrible. But if you play all 25, you get 15 plus wins. You should be getting some pretty good rewards on average. Now, granted, it's 25 games though. So you really got to be good at the game. If you're good at the game, you can make the case that this should be one of the higher ones, which it is. It's number 4. If you're not great at the game, you might make the case, I'm not going to touch it. It really needs to be kind of in the middle because I don't know where you come, what your background is in the game. But overall, I think it's pretty good. And I'm making this list just to kind of give you some different things. So I know you can make the case it should be higher. I know you can make the case it should be lower. It's number 4. I think it's pretty good. There it is. Coming in at number 3, I have solos. Now, solos, you could probably say are not as good as like Weekend League. Like Weekend League should be better. It should be higher. And some people be like, Weekend League shouldn't be on the list. It should be number, it shouldn't be on the list because I don't play it. Okay. Well, solos, the reason why solos is so high is sometimes they're really good rewards, like, what was it? The Team Diamonds was really, really good. The Gauntlet was good. Okay, Journey was terrible. I only did it just so I could get my 500 solos, but Gauntlet's really good. The Team Diamonds is really good. The Campaign was really good rewards. So there's some really good stuff in this. No, like, you can just do this without paying attention. You can cheese the CPU. You don't even have to worry about anything. You kind of just sit back and just eat and just not even really pay attention. Run fake screen wheel all the time. Run mid blitz or whatever you do on defense. You don't have to worry about a thing. It's just super easy and just collect the rewards. And you could do it on this account. You could make another account, do it on a second. You could do it on a third, a fourth, a fifth. You can do it on multiple accounts. So if you like doing solos, some people like doing them. I do them. They're okay. I don't hate them. They're pretty good. Now, some of them are terrible rewards, like the Journey. I don't think that was worth it. But if you do just even the Campaign, the Gauntlet, stuff like that, Team Diamond solos were really good. You should be able to make some pretty good amount of coins just from doing the solos, which is not bad for the people that don't want to play competitive head-to-head. So number 3, I think everybody is worth doing, so that's why it's number 3. Coming in at number 2. I'll admit, I was wrong. I was wrong, guys, okay? I haven't done solo battles all year. I haven't done them once. And it seems like it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I was thinking, I don't want to play full games. They're 3-minute quarters, which isn't terrible, but and then you gotta drag the game out because you're trying to put up a bunch of big numbers, and I'll admit, it's not as bad as I thought. The games don't take as long. They're 3-minute quarters. The Excel clock's at 20, so that the games do go by decently fast. Now, of course, when you're playing them, you're trying to get more time because you want to get a high score. But I've played, I think, 7 games so far, and I'm doing all right. I'm already into okay. Why does it do that? I'm already at 7 wins. Did it kick me out completely? I'm at 7 wins, 7 games. Obviously, I've won all 7. I'm at 7 games, and I think I'm already in gold. I'll easily get into elite with 1 more win. I'm guessing I'll get into ultimate, and maybe even top 100 if I keep doing what I did on these 2 games. 21-0. I mean, I didn't do anything great, and I still got 24,000, which I think is a pretty good score. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good overall. I think I made a mistake. I haven't touched it all year. And people kept saying, you got to do your solo battles, got to do your solo battles. And I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to play full games. But I think overall, it is worth it. You got to play, whatever it is, like, 13 games over the course of the week. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. The rewards are really good. It's like it's like solos for Weekend League, people that don't want to play. Or you can do both, but it is good. Okay, there you go. You heard it first. I admit it. I was wrong. Coming in at number 1, you already knew it. You knew it. It is sniping. That's what my whole channel's about. I haven't spent any money on the game. And yes, you could argue number 1 technically should be buying packs. And agreed that if you're technicality, if you want to catch me up on that, how to make the most coins in Madden is pull out your credit card and spend. Agreed. But that's not what this channel's about, and I'm going to ignore that because that's a silly suggestion. Talking about sniping. Sniping is so good. If you don't know, I have a basic sniping tutorial you can watch. I'll plug my YouTube, but you're on my YouTube. But you got a basic sniping tutorial to check it out. I stream on Twitch. I do this all the time, and I have no money spent, which obviously I spend time sniping, so it does take time, but it is super good. Even if you compare it to the amount of coins you're going to make from Weekend League to play 25 games, compared to spending that amount of time on the auction house, you're going to make probably way more if you're even decent at sniping than you would in Weekend League, unless you pull something ridiculous. So it is so good. I mean, even a simple filter like this and just keep refreshing and just pulling the trigger on good deals is super good. And I think that if you're not sniping, then it's not necessarily, you don't have to snipe. It's okay. That's all right. But you're missing out on the best coin making method. And it's simply trying to find good deals. You know, this Tony Gonzalez, say he sold for 40, you know, buy it, sell for 40. He doesn't. But say he did. You know, he doesn't. But he could. He does it now, but he could. He sells for, I think, like 35. So you're not going to make coins on that one. But overall, you can just, it's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. I can't say enough. I've been killing it on sniping. I've made so many coins the last few days. It's awesome. It is awesome, and that is why it's #1. All right, what do you guys think of my list? That is the 10. That's about the only 10 ways I could think of besides wagers. We don't want to get banned by EA. Obviously, I didn't mention pulling out the. I did mention it, but pulling out the credit card. Okay, sure. But overall, I think that's pretty good. Obviously, you could disagree on the listing, but those are pretty much all the ways, and I want to just talk about them. That's why I made this list. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if I missed anything or if there's anything you want to add. I'll make sure to read those comments, respond. I will try to respond to just about all of them. That's what I try to do. So definitely leave those comments down below. A like as well. Subscribe if you're new. And that's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.